Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm creating a layout for the Cut To You design team. All right, so I'm using this very fun dump truck cut file from Cut To You, and the wheels come separate, but they are all in the same file. This one actually also comes with a title, but I did not want that title for this particular layout, so I left it off. But it does come with a title that says, I think, no, I was gonna say I dig you, but that's not it. Oh, a little dirt never hurt or something like that. Anyways, it's really cute. Great for anything trucks and cars and building and that sort of thing. So I have this dump truck cut file, so I'm gonna just set that aside. It's all backed already and popped up on fun foam, or not fun foam, double-sided adhesive, so that we can get started. I have my photos here. These are photos of my granddaughter, and these are her Nana and Papa and her auntie, and they all went to the auction, so that's what this one is all about. And then this is the background cut file I chose. Now, when I put once I backed my cut file and I put it on here, I didn't really like the look of it, so I decided to go a different direction. So I'm going to show you a different way to use these background cut files. I also wanted to mention that I'm using this collection, Little Builder by Michelle Coleman from Photo Play Paper. And that's what I used to back my cut file and cut this background cut file. So I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, so so this is what I decided to do. So I'm using this background paper. It is a Birch White Grid cardstock from Color Vibes from Simple Stories. And instead of using this one, I toned it down a bit by using the inside pieces because they're a little bit more solid, I guess. And then I just taped this down with these purple, you know, these, it's like painter's tape, I guess, craft tape. And I just taped it down, and then I filled in the bigger spots. So I didn't, as you can see, like it came on here, right? And I didn't use like these little teeny pieces of the chevron. I only used the big solid pieces. And in doing that, I'm going to put them side by side so you can see what I mean. It just kind of gives a different look. It's not better or better or worse or whatever. It's just a different look. So because this one has such busy papers in it, if I put it here, yeah, this one just gives a different look on the background. So it's a little bit more solid. And especially once I get my photos in there, because this stripe and this kind of battle each other for attention. But once I get that in there, do you see how it's different? How it gives like a different kind of, this one's a more solid background and this is a more open background. The other option is to back the background cut file, but I went this route instead. And I actually really like the way it turned out because I'd used because these are not even chevrons. If you look, this one is bigger and it kind of narrows as you go down. So I used this template and I didn't take the things off of the Cricut mat. I left them on here so that I knew which ones went in which hole. Okay. And then once I'm done the video, I'll take these little ones off and probably get rid of them. They're too small to keep. And then I will put this cut file, because I'm sure I'll use it again, one side or the other. The other side was like a cut apart card, so it's even more busy. But I'm going to put it into that collection kit that I showed you. And it'll just stand there until I decide to use it. This is just a white paper that I was using to show. So I'm going to set that aside. So here is my base of my layout. And like I said, I did all of that work off camera because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. So I wasn't 100% convinced I wanted to say I was going to do it and then not do it. So I just went ahead and tried it, and then I really liked how it came out. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. I will also mention that I did ink the edges of each chevron, which is a personal preference. I'm kind of weird that way, but I also got ink on here. So opportunity for embellishing, right? So I'm going to start off by cutting off that branding strip and then inking around the edges of my layout with some Black Soot Distress ink, just to give it kind of a border. Okay, so I'm just going to set that on there so it doesn't make a mess. All right. Next, I am going to get my, I want like a strip down here. So I was going to use, this is what inspired me. I was going to use this like road piece. It's a sticker. But then I was looking for a place to put my journaling and couldn't find one. So I decided to make that my strip across the bottom instead of using that sticker piece. So the sticker piece would have been cool too. I just wanted a place for my journaling. So there we go. I'm just going to put it so it's just a little bit overlapping the bottoms of those chevron pieces. Just so there's a place. I don't want my truck floating because, as we all know, dump trucks don't float. Although the number of dump trucks my grandson takes into the bathtub, you'd think they might. I don't know. I don't know why he thinks it's funny to dump water with a dump truck and not a pail in the tub. But anyway, I guess because that's how boys are. So here is, I think, where I'm going to put it, but let me just check with my photos because they need to be able to get on here too. There we go. Her grandparents on the other side, they own a company that requires heavy duty equipment. So this is a thing for them. I don't think I've been to an auction since I was a kid when I guess it would have been my dad's family and my uncle's family had family farms. They don't. That never didn't last. So yeah. Anyway, it's a thing for my grandbabes. And then this particular time my son had tagged along because he was thinking about starting his own business, wanted to look and see if they had any good service trucks on sale. So that's how the whole family ended up there, not just Nana and Papa. Okay. Sorry, I need a little sip of water. I don't know what I did earlier, but I choked on nothing. I don't know, breathing and swallowing at the same time. I have no idea what I did. And now I have this thing in my throat. So I'm sorry if that gets to be a bit annoying. I'm jumping ahead. I need to take the backings off of these. So I'm going to put down my photos first, maybe, so that I don't rip anything with that double-sided dimensional adhesive. So I want it to kind of be like this is on the road sort of a thing. And you don't need to use the dump truck in this way. I just wanted to do like a scene builder kind of deal, which is just my personal preference for this kind of layout. And let's see. So I want these two popping out like they were in the dump truck there. Okay. And then this one, I think I'll add in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to take the tires next. Because I want to make sure that they don't overlap my journaling. I want to be able to see the journaling. So I'm just peeling off the backs here. And I just used the foam tape this time. I use different kinds of double or dimensional. I was going to say double adhesive. No, dimensional adhesives. Today I used the tape. Sometimes I use the dots. Sometimes I use the fun foam that has like adhesive on one side. That's really like from the kids section of the craft store. And sometimes I use just, which I need to do again because I noticed that I have a bit of a stack happening over there. Like it's just chipboard, but you know how like after you use a sheet of chipboard, then you have like leftover, like the empty space of the chipboard. I use that sometimes too, which is just, it just saves me some money. So like it'll be less time before I have to order dimensional adhesive again if I use the leftover chipboard. And so I usually collect it for a while and it kind of stacks up. And then when I realized, like I guess yesterday, noticed that it was kind of stuck, getting to be a bit much, I'll start tackling that again too. Just take a break from the sticky stuff for a bit and use the chipboard. Okay. So that's that. And then I have this photo of her and her auntie. Now the story is that the whole family ended up going to the auction because my son was looking for this truck. And my grandson, so her big brother, he would have been like 3. He was like having the time of his life, like running from machine, like, do they call them machines? What do they call them? Equipment, pieces of equipment, and like jumping in them and like getting in the driver's seat so that he could like pretend that he's driving like a dump truck or a excavator or I don't know what all those things are called. Anyway, not my realm of expertise, but he was having a great time. And she, as much as they were trying to like distract, and she wanted to get in there like a dirty shirt. She was like focused on her brother and what he was doing, but she was so tiny. Like this would have, how old would she have been? Like 4 months old. But she was just like gunning, like, and he would jump up into a truck and her arms and legs would go. She was so excited for him. It was very cute. So I am going to use this stop sign. So I had this like big, so what I did with this is that I go through the, so this is the collection kit, but of course I always add like things from my stash into my kits. There's extra papers in here that are from a different collection, that sort of thing. And like these chipboards are from a big stack of, was probably like 1.5 inches thick of chipboard. It was like a book I found at the thrift shop and it had all different chipboards in it. And so these ones I pulled out and threw in here because they were kind of like that same like transportation theme. So what I do is I just go through here and like through the die cut pack and stuff, and I pull out what I think I could use on the layout. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it, doesn't mean it has to go on the layout or whatever. But just before I came on, I was like, you know what, I really want to use this one, Stop for Fun, because I think that kind of goes with my story. of how she was so fascinated by her brother getting in all these big trucks, and I guess they're not all trucks. I don't know. Like I said, that's not my thing. But he was like having the time of his life, of course, because, you know, who wouldn't want to jump in the front of a... I know I did when I was young. We used to love going to the auction and looking at all the tractors and the things. I think I'd be bored to tears as an adult, but when I was a kid, I sure had fun. And this is chipboard, so I don't need to pop it up. It's going to tuck just nicely kind of into that spot where the window of the truck and the... I had trouble finding papers, actually. The papers in this collection are very busy. So I had, like, there was this green one, I think, and this orange one were the only, like, solid-ish colors. This is from a cut-apart card. This is from a cut-apart card. This is from a cut-apart card. And even this one turned out to be busy. I kind of wish I had done them the other way with the dot here. But anyway, too late. Once it was done, it was done. And it's still super cute, don't you think? And I feel like... Oh, and here's what else I was going to tell you guys. Gwen has a ton of cut files on sale right now. So if you go to her shop, there's a ton of cut files that are only $1. So go check that out, because I think this was one of them, actually. And it's super cute. And there was another one. That's why I was confused about the title, because I think there was this one that was like A Little Dirt Never Hurt or something like that. And then the other one was I Dig You, and it had like a excavator on it. So that was cute too. And there was a train one that said All Aboard. So yeah, there was like lots of really cute options on there. I'm just gonna make sure this fits. I didn't actually check, I guess, before I started. I just pulled letters. So the pack I took these letters from is not all the same letter. So I'll show you in a second if actually I might have put it away. Did I put it away? Maybe. Anyways, it's a pack of black foam thickers that it was all these like massively giant ones. And then as I would like use up some thickers, I would, if they were like a black foam, I would add them to this pack. So they're kind of like not all one anymore. They're not all one font. They're not all one size. They're all mixed up, but I really like the result of doing that. It turned out so fun. So I think I'm going to put these a little bit on the photos, since my title is a little bit bigger than I thought it was. And the title is just At the Auction. So I'm going to also show you kind of a cute idea that I got from Shamel Lane. Do you guys watch Shamel Lane? If you don't, you should. She's amazing. She's not just a designer for American Craft. She's also a scrapbooker, and she goes live every, I think, Monday and Friday, and does layouts for you, with you. Loves to have you follow along and do what she's doing. She even puts together a kit that you can purchase from scrapbook.com or wherever you shop from. And it goes live a month in advance, so you can do your shopping and then you can create along with her, or you can just pull like whatever you have from your stash and create along with her. But I think that's pretty cool when creators, you know, in our industry actually use the products, because I think that makes them better designers, more efficient. There we go. Okay. So anyways, this is something that I saw Shamel do. So she just took a scrap of, I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second. She just took a scrap of white cardstock and she took a stamp. Now, her letter stamps were different than mine. This is very old, and I mean very old. Making Memories, I believe. Yeah. So this little case is like the handle thing, and it's got two options. There's like a thicker option and a smaller. And then it comes with these, like, so there's like an uppercase and a lowercase, and they're magnets, and they magnetize onto here. So if you want to find these though, you'd have to probably go to, like, I don't know, Etsy, or not Etsy, what's that website, eBay maybe? I don't know, they're old, but I don't get rid of tools that I still find useful, so that's it. So, and I love this kind of tool for these little words. Like, obviously I could use other sticker letters or whatever for the smaller font or what have you, but this is a great way to get your title to say what you want without using up your thickers. Especially T's is what I always run out of, and there's 2 T's in here. So, and then I just cut it down to a 1/2 inch, which means I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off the bottom. And then a 1/2 inch. And then she fishtailed both ends. And this is a long time ago, you guys. Like, this is not a recent video, so I wouldn't even know where to look to link that one. This is just, I know that that's where I learned this from. And I just thought it was such a cool idea to get those little words into your titles without taking up too much space, without using too much of your thickers, without, you know. And then she folded and folded the banner piece, which gave it a little bit of dimension. Isn't that fun? Look at that. Okay, so here, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of that foam tape that I used on the truck just at the back there so that it stays down, because it's wanting to really pop. There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to do a little ink around the edges. So anyways, yes, I've seen her do this just in like a best of both worlds video, and I really loved it. And I've used it many times since then. So that is how I'm going to finish off my title here. Then I picked some other things. These ones were other options for right here, so I'm just going to set those aside. I also picked out, let's see, a pylon, a dump truck, a cement truck, I mean, some little tractors, a hard hat. This one says road work ahead because of what her family does for a living. Thought that would be cute. Caution at the auction. No, I don't like that. Adventure maker. She wishes she was an adventure maker in that picture. She is now. She's a go-getter. She is non-stop. I just spent a week taking care of her and her brother off and on while I was out there, and wow, yep, they're busy. Busy children. They're awesome children. And I have so much fun when I'm there. Okay, so do I want the hard hat? I don't really like that it's like falling out of the truck. Do I need anything there? Maybe not. I'm just gonna skip that. Do I want it here? Oh, decided I don't want that one. There we go. Now up here I could do the tractors, or I could do this rainbow stripe, but I already have a lot of chevrons, so I think I'm gonna go with the tractors. And do I want the pylon? Maybe. It's kind of cute. I'm gonna take that one out. Okay, so like I said, I just go through the collection kit. I pick out what I think I could use on the layout, and then I put it in that little container. And then once the layout is put together, I can check out what I want to use and go from there. So that's what that process looks like for me anyways. I don't know, what do you guys like to do? How do you pick which embellishments you put on and take off and keep on and all the things? I'm going to ink around this one, and I think I'm going to try and lift that photo and that banner just a bit so that they overlap with this dump truck piece, or cement truck piece, I mean. There we go. There. And this one. So fun. So yeah, definitely go over to Gwen's shop and check out her sale section, because she has a ton of, I think she's like shrinking down her inventory just because it needs a little bit of a revamp, and there's always new stuff going in the shop, so she needs to make room for that. So I think that now is a great time if you want to pick up some of those fun cut files that she has over there. Lots of title cut files, lots of background cut files, some page builders like this one. Lots and lots to choose from for sure. So go over and check that out for sure. Yeah. What else can I say? I love these enamel dots because they come in color families, and this one's my favorite. I need about 20 of these. This one's a new one. I finished one and now I'm starting another one. And awesome. I was just going to have a quick look at the sticker sheet and see if there was anything else I wanted to add up here, because I feel like I could. You know what? I actually think I might not want this up here. I think I might want these banners instead. Oh, but they're not all one banner. Of course they're not. That would be too easy. Okay. There we go. And another one. Another one. The colors in this collection are so fun, hey? Like so bright and so fun. They just make you think of like playtime, kindergarten, toy store, all the good things. Simple things. And they have also, I should mention too, this collection has a lot of like birthday themed stuff. So if you ever had like a construction party birthday, this is the collection for you. It has some really cute like cut-aparts that have like birthday sayings and stuff on them. Like right here even it says you're invited. So let's see. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, arrow. Maybe I need one of these. Oh, this little banner. Maybe. I kind of feel like I need a little bit of shape though. Yeah, maybe that. Okay. I feel like I need one more thing here. So what could I put? Maybe this set of lights here would fit. Almost completely forgot about the sticker sheet, but I did not. Okay, so yeah, this one. Nice. Okay, there we have it. Now just a few enamel dots and I think we're good to go. Thank you so much for hanging out on my channel today. I really appreciate having you guys here. I am hoping to spend more time here in 2024. I'm kind of making some adjustments to, you know, just my everyday life to hopefully spend more time with you guys, because that would be fun. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to make videos and scrapbook and be with the people. I don't really like that. Maybe this needs to go down here. And then some little dots on this side, and I think we can call it quits. So I think that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye for now.